G'day guys, welcome back to another Grab a Quick mod with the Dad Bod. Now today is going to be one of those mods or one of those installations where it's going to help you avoid saying things like, I'm sorry for what I said when I was reversing the caravan. Can you guess what it is? Well, that's right, it's one of these. Yep, it is a wireless camera, wireless reversing camera. Now this little beauty is wire free. I mean, you don't need to install any wires from the back of your camera to your car. It's truly wireless. It's 1080p resolution, has night vision. What else? The touchscreen is 7-inch, which is pretty good, and the range is pretty darn awesome. So let's get into the installation quickly. Alrighty guys, now full disclosure, our good mates at Haloview did send this to us for free to review. So we're going to review this and put it through its paces and tell you what it's all about. Now this one is the BT7 Solar model, which comes with a 7-inch touchscreen. So I'm going to get my beautiful assistant to unpack it with me. So let's go. Alrighty, so got some extra cable there.
An aerial, actually it's an aerial.
Aerial, alright.
It's an aerial
So
in there.
pop that box over there. So what we've got from Haloview is a wireless reversing camera system there. So when they reached out to us, they said, oh, how long is your setup? And if you need extra cabling, an aerial, so that it can reach your monitor, then you've got it here.
Yeah.
So we may not need it, but they sent it out to us anyway.
She's got lots of sticky pads in it too, so.
Yep.
Cool.
All right, let's open her up. Pop that over there. I'll hold on to this.
Maybe I should hold on to that so you don't whack me in the face with it.
Probably.
Right, there's your instruction book.
Yep, instructions there. So let's have a look, see what we've got.
Nice.
So we've got like a window mount there, windscreen mount, suction cup. Got another sticky a sticky mount there. Some
Wipes for
adhesions.
For camera, for solar, they're labelled.
So yep, they stick on. Got a few aerials there. Now this looks like the monitor that will go in the cab, which a couple of aerials would go on there. That looks quite premium, solid, feels well made. Let's have a look at this now. Got a small solar panel here, so that will power the camera. Here's the camera itself there. That's pretty cool.
Hang on.
All right.
Emily, hang on, we're just filming. Can you move out the way, please?
All right, so we've got the camera there. Looks like we've got an AC adapter as well. We've got another plug there, power cabling. We've also got a lighter plug as well, and a USB-A to USB-C there, and that looks like it's pretty much it. Now we've thought about getting a reversing camera for the longest time because, for one, well, sometimes I don't. Yeah, true. Sometimes I don't listen, or I don't, or I don't hear correctly.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I don't hear correctly the directions, or I hear them and go the opposite. Yes.
Or he says, stand where you want the van. So I stand there and then he goes, I can't see you. I'm like, well, you told me to stand where to put the van.
True. So.
And then you swing the van so you can't see me. Whose
Yeah.
fault's that really? Keep going. Bit to the left.
Yep,
More
to the left.
No, to the right. Keep coming back.
Well, we don't want to point fingers, but
Oh, right, sure.
but this is definitely going to come in handy. All right, so we'll quickly install this and then we'll do a review. We'll put it through its paces because that's what we do with all of our stuff. If you've seen any of our videos, that yeah, we put everything through the ringer and give it a good hot go of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's get to it. Alrighty, now this is probably the most difficult part of the installation, is figuring out where you're going to mount it, which in all honesty, it's not the hardest. So you just have to wipe down the area of where you're going to put the 3M taped mount, because the last thing you want to do is have it fall off. So give it a nice clean, chamois it all down, and then figure out where you're going to put the camera. Hey buddy, you coming to help Dad? All right, let's get it all spick and spec so we can mount it and get on with the day. All right, let's get the solar panel and the camera and see where we're gonna actually put it. Mate, filming with kids is always fun. Anyway, now that she's clean, I'm gonna get the solar panel and the camera mount and see where I'm gonna put it. Before I do that, I'll also give it another once over with a very clean chamois to make sure there's no grit, grime, dirt, dust or anything on there, to give the 3M tape the best possible chance. That sound good?
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it. Now, once you've decided where you're going to put your camera, it's time to place the mount on there. Now, let me find it, get out of my pocket. Now, it does come with these packets labeled 1 and 2, which 1 is the wipes that removes excess dirt. 2 removes also excess dirt, but 1 is wet and 2 is dry. So we'll prep it even more. Also comes with a little chamois too, if you need to, but I use the big chamois there to get rid of the most of the dirt and clean it down. All right, so let's prep it a bit more and then place her on. And we're going to place it on like that. Now you can see there, this mount says for camera, so you can't stuff it up. It's that easy. All right, let's place it there. Now it's not going to be exactly in the center unless I take off some of these decals, which I'm not going to do. It's pretty much centered. All right. Let's clean her up.
A few moments later.
All right guys, now this 3M tape is a bit of a bug to get off because it is that sticky, which is a good thing because you don't want this falling off. But once you get aside, I found it easier to pop the mount on so that you can give it leverage without touching the sticky part to rip the rest of the tape off. So pop that in the bin like that, and then we will get the mount. Pop the camera up there. Now we'll get the mount and we'll pop it on just like that. Now you want to push it down quite firmly so that it sticks quite nicely. All right, now time to put the camera on and see how it looks. Now you can change the orientation of the view on the monitor. So you can pop that on just like that. I've decided to face the button down there, so you can, when it's charging, you'll be able to see the indicator light right there. I mean, you can face it the other way if you want, but this is my preference. Alrighty, then you get the solar cable and plug it in. It does come with a waterproof plug, so just find it. It's only one way you can put it in anyway, because there's only one groove in the plug where it will fit. Screw it in. You can also use the provided cable holders to pop this up and make it look nice and neat. I'm just going to leave it there for now until I make sure everything's working and all ridgy-dig. Alrighty guys, now the good thing about this camera is that it's easily removable. Well, not so easy because it's strong magnets, but when you move it, you can easily move it around to where you need it. So if you think you need a bit more angle on the orientation, well, angle it like that and you can then face it down just like that. And if you do for some reason need to pair it, there is a button on the top there, or the bottom, depends on how you orientate the camera. They say have the aerial facing up always and have the camera above your towing vehicle, which this is definitely above the towing vehicle. That is solid and not going anywhere. All right, now if you really want to move it to another place and not on the caravan itself, if you've got somewhere that you want to view while you're driving or reversing, you can pop it onto any metal surface that's magnetic. Now you're not just limited to popping it up there. Now if you need it in some really tight spaces that, well, you need a camera, well, you can put it anywhere that's metal and magnetic, like the rear bar or bull bar, if it's not an aluminium bull bar. So there we go. Or if you want to place it under the caravan, if you want to check clearance, or on the front of your car, it's very, very versatile. And it also has a very long battery life, so you don't need it hooked up to solar all the time if you want to move it all about. So place it on top, place it on the side, or wherever you want to mount it. All right, just mount it up there just for testing. Now let's check the monitor, which is already in the car. Alrighty, let's check the view of the back of the van. So it's all hooked up. Picture looks very, very clear. Now we need to probably change the view. Click on mirror. That looks pretty much how that is over there. Blue mat on the left, blue mat on the left. Now you can change it to whatever you prefer. Now, once you've mounted the camera, it's now time to decide where you're going to put the solar panel. Now, you can pretty much put it anywhere you want, as long as the cable reaches. Now, it does come with an extension cable in case you don't have anywhere to mount it that's close to the camera. So this is as long as that comes with mounting it. I'll mount it there. Will it reach? So we don't want it too tight. Alrighty guys, now I initially thought about mounting the solar panel close to the camera so that I did not need the extension cable, but as you know with corrugations, well, they can rattle the bejeebers out of anything, and so I just wanted to make sure that, well, for whatever reason, if it does rattle loose, like things do on corrugations, well, it's gonna end up in this area here behind this big lip and not fall off and have the best chance of surviving. As if it was here and it falls off, well, it's most likely gonna fall off and break. So I just wanna make sure, even though the magnets are super duper strong, you can never be too careful. So I'll pop the extension lead on and I'm gonna cable tie it up to the solar panel here and make it all look ridgy-dig and nice spick and spec, so it looks very neat. Anyway, let's get back to preparing the surface to make sure that there's no grit, grime, dust or anything on the surface, so that it gives the 3M tape the best chance to stick and never come off. All right, let's get to it.
Now it's time for some of that real world testing that we've all been waiting for.
All right, now we're going to test the camera out on corrugations. Yeah, these are horrible. Alrighty guys, now we've just done 9 kilometers of corrugations, and I'm just going to go and check and see how the mount is in the back of the caravan. All right, let's go. Alrighty, let's have a look. Well, now it looks like it hasn't moved, but we're going to have a closer check. Let's get up. Well, doesn't look like it's moved, which is really good. Yep, that hasn't moved. A little dusty, but you're going to get that on these dirt tracks. All right, now that we're going 100 kilometers an hour, the screen or the road does look a little bit laggy, but that's probably because of the refresh rate. Now, that's not a big issue at all because no one's going to be reversing the caravan at 100 kilometers an hour. I've just turned it on so that I could see what's behind us and check to see how things are. Plus, with the corrugations, I wanted to make sure that the camera was still attached, because we all know what corrugations can do to vehicles. Alrighty guys, now we are unhitched from the caravan and we are about, I would say, oh, it seems quite far away. Can we zoom in? Right there. So that's where we are at the moment. Now I'll plug in the Haloview and see if we can get any reception. Have a look.
It's booting up.
No signal. Now let's see how close we can get before we get signal.
Oh,
okay. So we are at least a few hundred meters away. So let's head back and get behind the camera and check it all out. Now we're getting closer to the caravan. Let's see and prove that the caravan camera is on and that we have signal. All right, Benji. Alrighty, go on. There we go. And there we have it. Now with the Haloview BT7 Solar Camera, you're not restricted to having it on the back of your van. So if for whatever reason you want to put it somewhere where you get a bit better view, well, stick it to anything that is steel metallic. So gas bottle, chassis frame, literally, well, anything, even your car. It has a rubber sole on it here, so it's not going to scratch your paint, but you make sure you want to clean that off because, well, these magnets are so strong. While it was up on the top of the van, it collected anything that was magnetic. So whatever was in the dust has collected, and you'll be able to see there's a fine dust here. Let's see if I can. So all that is some sort of metal, so you want to clean that off if you're going to put it on your paintwork, because this stuff here, that's a nice soft silicone rubber there. Now you can literally put the camera anywhere that has a steel surface. So if you check out the monitor, you can have a guess where I put the camera. Have a look at the back here. I've mounted it on the cargo barrier just for testing purposes. Now going back to the monitor, it's a touchscreen. It's very intuitive, as you can see. So there are 4 channels. You can add up to 4 cameras there. Go to the menu, see how fast it is. You can go to the settings. You can do auto dim, color sync, so you can go from PAL to NTSC. You can trigger cam, screen off if you want. Click on it. You got your volume, so you can turn it off. Oh. Okay, so there's a microphone on there. Pick up anything behind, so if someone's behind you directing you, you'll be able to hear what they're saying. You can turn the volume up or down. You can scan for different cameras. You got a parking lane there. Go back. You can record. Now we don't have a memory card in there, so it's not going to record. So that's where the memory card will show up there, but it's got an error, which means there's no memory card in there at the moment. We'll go back. And you can also change the different parameters of the picture. Click on picture, change the contrast. There you go, change the color. Right. Rich color, brightness, it's too bright, down. Now, if you want to get yourself one of these awesome wireless solar go anywhere cameras, well, I'll leave a link in the description down below. And if you use the discount code GRABLIFE, well, you're going to save yourself a stack of cash at the checkout. All right then, I'm going to go and put this back on the van. But as you can see, I've got the monitor out here, and that can stick anywhere that's nice flat surface. So you don't have to, I guess, restrict it to your cabin. But I mean, if you're using it for a reversing camera, well, you're going to have it in the cabin. Alrighty guys, well, there you have it. Another grab a quick mod with the dad bod. Now, if you like this video and you think it's a bit of alright, well, don't forget to hit that like button, which you're gonna find, oh, over there. Yeah, that's the one. Ooh. Now, if you want to get notified of any upcoming tips, tricks, hacks and mods of anything caravan and camping related, well, don't forget to hit that notifications button, which you're gonna find, oh, just over there. Yeah, that's the one. Now, if you want to get us more hot under the collar than Deb on date night, well, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, which you're gonna find, oh, just there. Yeah. But for serious, guys, all these buttons are down below the video. All right, I better go. It's time to pack up. This camera has been bloody amazing and has saved us from a lot of arguments. All right, catch you guys on the flip side. Till the next review, bye.